Hello again. We're back on solving gateway questions for Math 104. Question number 25. This is out of the set 23 to 33, which is solving equations. And this question is what we have is z to power 7 half minus 4 z to power 5 half is equal to negative 4 z to power 3 half. What I observe is that when solving equations that involves powers, when for solving many equations, what you want to do is to have all variables, all terms in one side and 0 on the other side. So to be able to obtain that, we're going to add 4z to power 3 half to both sides of this equation. And we start from there. So z to power 7 half minus 4z to power 5 half plus 4z to power 3 half equal to 0. Then we're looking for common factors. Is there a common factor in here? Between the coefficients, I don't see any common factor. This one is 1, this one is 4, this one is 4, so I don't see any common factor other than 1. But when I'm looking at the variable part of it, I see that we have at least z to power 3 half and bigger power and a bigger power over here. So I'm able to actually factor z to power 3 half in here. Now, let's factor z to power 3 half. And what is left? If I factor z to power 3 half out of z to power 7 half, what does it mean? It means that we're dividing z to power 7 half by z to power 3 half. That means you're trying to take out 3 half out of the 7 half, the power. So what is left out of that is z to power 4 half. When you're factoring z to power 3 half out of z to power 5 half, what is left is z to power 2 half. And over here, when you're factoring z to power 3 half out of 4z to power 3 half, you're just ending up with 4 equal to 0. Now, power 4 half means power 2, so I can erase this and replace it by 2. Power 2 half is 1. I can erase it completely. So out of this, now, what do I have? I have one factor here, and I have an equation, a quadratic equation over here. Z to power 3 half is one of the factors, so I can set it equal to 0 and get a solution out of that. Z to power 3 half equal to 0 will give me z is equal to 0. So that's one of the solutions. Next thing to do is to set the other factor equal to 0. So now I'm setting z to power 2 minus 4z plus 4 equal to 0. I'm going to use quadratic equation to solve this one. And many of you can actually factor this without using a quadratic equation. But I use the quadratic equation. So I get z is equal to 4 plus minus negative 4 to power 2 minus 4 times 1 times 4 divided by 2 times 1. Under the square root, I get 16 minus 16, which is 0. Outside the square root, this is 4 divided by 2. If I get the discriminant as 0, means that I have a repeated root. So the only solution is z equal to 2, repeated. Now, so the second solution is z equal to 2. Looking back, I see that, so I got all the solutions that I could find. And looking at this list, I see that I need to check answers. Looking back at my work, I see that the only process that I used here is factoring. And so there is no erroneous solution produced in the process. Therefore, both of these are the correct answers. But you can also plug both of them back into the equation and see that they actually produce the correct equation. So if you plug either of these in the equation will hold true. And that's it for this one.